stop.
All right, let's call this meeting order. Please rise for the flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Number 3, any citizen desiring to be heard. Hearing none.
Minutes
4.
aren't ready.
No action on 4. Number 5. Consideration of possible action on approving a resolution calling annual Fair Board election to be held on February 2nd, 2018.
Filing period will be January 8th through January 12th, and then office of the county clerk. I left the voting times will be the same, February the 2nd, which is the first Friday of February, from 7:30 a.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. at each district barn.
I'll move we approve.
A second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The motion carries.
Troy, I just got one question. Just why do they come register with you instead of the election board on that? I'm just curious.
And this is an
I'm sure there's a
issue.
good reason.
Well, there's really
Not
not.
a good one.
The Clerks Association for years has tried to get away from this. We're not quite sure why the statutes are operating, that this particular election is handled this way. We actually had some legislation a couple of years ago that changed it, and we're going to take it to a 4-year rotation instead of 3 and put it on a regular election process. And that lasted till the very next in fact, we didn't even get to put it into practice before it was repealed by the legislation, because the agricultural folks like it this way.
Any special reason why they would prefer it?
I've heard many opinions on that, mostly control.
Makes me nervous when people talk about control of the ballot box.
Wow.
Just me.
Yep.
Listen, we would love to get out of the election business with the Fair Board, but the law will not allow it.
Thank you.
Number 6, consideration of possible action on approving lease purchase agreement with C.L. Boyd for 2 graders for District 3. I think we only have one lease for today though, right?
For today, and the agenda had already posted when I was notified that we only had one coming. So the yellow are for the board signatures, the red is Monty.
So I'll make a motion that we approve for 1.
A second.
So I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? The motion carries.
What are you gonna sign this? There's a signature, I guess, here, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you wanting to take this back with you today?
Whatever I need to do.
Because I'm going to have to take it back and finish it up, so it's not going to be done here, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I can either mail it or however you want to do it.
Just either way, or I come pick it up whenever you're done. That's fine.
Okay. Let's plan on that. Because
Okay.
I'm going to have to finish signing them and copying them. And okay. That came unclipped. That stays with that packet.
This stays with that packet,
Mhm.
okay. Yeah, there's a lot of pages there. Let's see.
Not as many as one tab. Like that first one, you missed that yellow tab.
I saw it. I was just going to that one
Oh, okay.
first. Thank you.
I don't sign both places.
I think that's the one, it's got you signing and initialing.
While they're doing that, can you explain to me the reason why that C.L. Boyd doesn't deal in many track codes for counties? I mean, I'm just...
We do. Deere's just got the state, everybody's area broke up into AOR's area of responsibilities. And actually Logan County and North all fall into, well, how many ever P&K has, then they share some with Yellow House. And some counties are open, it's a big old mess.
Yellow.
What happens is, if the one, the deer dealer in Enid and Tulsa,
Oh,
what happens is if we sell a machine, say we were to sell you one, and P&K found out, which they would because it's governmental for sure, then we would have to pay them a
Kickback.
5 or 10% penalty for selling into their area.
yeah, so, but if they can't get one, never mind, I'll just leave that alone.
You know, we may, if they can't get one, maybe we can transfer one to them, sell one to them, and then they can sell it to you. I would rather work with them, you know, to keep Cat or anybody else from getting one. But yes, it's a pain. Ty's supposed to call me this morning.
Who?
Ty?
Oh, yeah. Get his heater slash air, yeah, he said it's either full on or not at
Freezing
all.
or sweating.
Yeah, one of the two.
First one I've heard that. Where's he run at mostly?
Up and down the roads. Out and up. He's got the northern part of my district.
Okay. And I'm close enough now, I may just try and meet up with him somewhere and take a look at it.
Troy, you got anything on 7 and 8?
I do not.
Good. We already voted on all this, right?
Mhm.
Number 9, consent agenda items.
There's no transfers within this fiscal year. This is 2 from fiscal year to fiscal year.
I think I got all those. I lost my agenda.
Oh, shoot. I signed the wrong one, didn't I? Didn't I? Yes. Oh, crap. Nope.
Cash funds.
What's the number I can pick it up, or whatever is easiest for you?
Okay, I'll give you a holler when I get it worked up.
Okay.
$10, huh?
well too.
Good.
Who's the drug court team?
Pardon me?
Who's the drug court team? Who sits on there? Who's the team?
That's just what, I didn't code that when that first started. We're just a pass-through agency for that state money. They send it to us. And then drug court gets paid from it.
Overpayment refund for county highway? Highway cash,
Okay?
what is that?
Well, I'm not looking at which one it is, Marvin.
Like 3,000, isn't it?
$3,920.
That's the condemnation suit that was put into place for right-of-way on Coltrane, that we had to submit the money to the court, and it's now all expired and was never used, so the courts have refunded it. That's going back into the ETR, that's where it was pulled from.
Uh-huh. Oh, you and I talked about that
Yes.
before. All right, thank you, ma'am.
Highway sales tax. Okay.
Yeah, well, let me show you. On this, writing it down, here's all the breakdown. And I'll have to add it on the front.
Thank you. Looks like the fire department's got about $200 more than I think we did. Water department both doing.
Probably their interest difference.
Interest. Oh, okay. So we get Henderson
Yeah, let me show
or
you.
Texas?
Here. If you'll look,
Okay.
this is your sales tax,
Right.
which is divided here by 3. And here's for the interest, so each place that got interest,
Oh, I
see the sales,
I got you. Okay.
so I take it and I divide it by 3, so
Okay. And this is that total divided by 3, or that's just divided by 3? That's this divided.
that is the amount of sales tax and the
Okay,
amount of interest
gotcha.
divided by 3 that
Gotcha.
deposited in. Here, let me write that up really quick.
So
it's like
31, they got 865.
Big chief tablets.
I'm not gonna
black
work.
crayons.
Make a lot of that, a couple $100. No big deal.
You're missing what I'm saying, Mike.
I just,
The highway sales tax fund doesn't have the same pooled amount of money as the fund, as the county fire department fund with their pooled amount. So the interest is different because it's allotted to the fund, and you're not making as much because you don't have as much in it.
got you.
The percentage is the same.
Got it. I understand now. I understand. They have more to pull interest from.
Right.
Gotcha.
We got some more coming here.
Yeah, let me.
Got any checks? Do we know into the county?
Yeah, well, here's the thing, this is really the same as that, and the auditors have said that we don't have to do this part. That's why I haven't been bringing them over, because these are those, essentially. I mean, so I wanted to ask you all, if you don't want to see these individual with the check stub, because they all come through once a month when we actually appropriate, we could save a whole lot of paperwork.
Interesting.
And it's not because it is a duplicate. This doesn't actually appropriate, but all these are what is being appropriated in that stack.
So we're not required to sign anything?
We're not required to do this part. This is one of those that's always been done that way deals. These are the individual checks that went to the treasurer's office. Their receipt. In fact, you see she duplicates these receipts that then come on to that. I don't mind keeping these to match up to those, but it's really kind of a double work deal. And so it's kind of up to what you all would like to do, whether you want to see these check stubs and receipts as we move through the month, or just with those. It's not a required deal.
I don't know why we need to do it twice.
I don't see the need.
Unless you just want to double check.
I'm all for cutting paperwork if it's nothing you need to look at.
Administrivia is the bane of county government as far as I'm concerned.
I didn't, what was that first word?
Administrivia.
It's true.
But I was gonna leave the choice to you all as to,
That means I agree.
all right, we'll take that answer.
Any
Shorter
purpose?
orders.
No, none,
Is that it on consent?
yes.
I'd entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, the motion carries. Number 10, any citizens desiring to be heard? Hearing none. 11, comments, announcements, questions by the Board of County Commissioners.
Got that job on Waterloo Road. We're starting the deep patching this week, and we got all the cracks across it patched. The boys hooked up a power washer on the water truck and cleaned those cracks out and tamped cold patching on all the cracks that went across there. And I drove across it yesterday, and you can't feel a thump. I mean, they did a really good job on it. We're going to try and turn that back over to Atlas Paving sometime next week. They said it would be too cold the rest of the week to do it, so they're the experts supposedly, so maybe next week we'll get that thing finished.
Good deal. You got anything, Mike?
Not seriously.
Anything else, Mervin?
That's it, sir.
12, consideration of possible action on adjournments.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.